from across the globe, and welcome to the 1,505th installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. This 1,505th video is coming to you on August 15th for trading. August 16th, that would be Tuesday, 2016. Before we get into the topics on the board and what should happen in the markets tomorrow, you must know that futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, is not suitable for all traders. A bad day these days is a very bad day. Markets tend to move a lot, so know the risks behind this game. Know that a stop is your best friend in this business. When you're in a position and you freeze because you don't know what to do and there's no way you can tell your husband or wife that you've got this position on and it's way further against you than you ever dreamed of, the stop, it'll get you out instead of you buying more and praying you can get out somewhere. Because I'll tell you right now, I would much rather be out of a trade wishing I was in it than in a trade praying somehow I could get out of it. You know what I'm saying? The stop will get you out. Make sure you put your stops in. All right, traders, so enough about risk. We all know there's a lot of that in this game. Green Omni for trading, emini, S&P, and NASDAQ. Right off the bat, a round of applause for that green Omni. We love to see that this market has moved higher. What's really nice about what we've seen, even if the market comes down a little bit, we had a market race up, put in new contract highs, and stay here. Woo, it went up and stayed, and it's just hanging around. And after all the years I've been doing this, I'll tell you right now, when you have a bull market and it rallies up and it stops for any reason and you don't feed the bull, it goes right back down if it's slightly weak. This bull ran up and just went, I am here to stay. So far looks great on charts. That's the emini, S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell. So, emini, S&P, NASDAQ still effing around, as I like to call it, because they are still mired in my Oscarism known as the F flags. So right now we are effing around. I'll show you the charts, emini, S&P, and NASDAQ. Gold and silver, short-term thinking only. Gold and silver, short-term thinking only is bearish. I'll show you the charts. And soybeans, once again, short-term bullish. Short-term bullish soybeans, short-term silver and gold bearish. NASDAQ, S&P, we've been bullish for quite some time. On the board says don't fall in love with the downside, meaning if you get big dips in the E-mini, S&P, and NASDAQ, you get long, not short. You only take little teeny shorts on the way down, and then you try to get long when it looks like it's bottomed, because for now, don't fall in love with the upside seems to be the prescription. We've been going up ever since I put that back on the board. So far, so good. Traders, if you know who I am, if you know what I'm capable of, if you'd like to learn how to trade and how to analyze these markets in the very same fashion that I do, called the Omni, Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator, I will teach that to you at my Omni Camp. I've got Omni Camp coming up September 9th through the 12th. Here's the thing. Now we're down to about a month. You need to come to me, fill out your Omni Camp application, and have me qualify you, because you don't want it to get down to 2 weeks. Tickets get a little expensive for the plane, right? You've got to come out to Vegas for this. It's 4 days, September 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And I will teach you the Omni. I will teach you how to call the market for tomorrow's trading. And I am looking for a novice. I've got one open seat, and I want to give that to a novice. If you think you're not good enough, if you don't know analysis good enough to come to my seminar, you're who I'm speaking to. I want you here. I can fix the traders that do not have a lot of experience. It's very easy. I can point you on the right path, set you straight right from the door, a firm foundation right from the start. If that's what you'd like, come to livewithoscar.com. Fill out your OmniCamp application and be here in September for my seminar. With no further ado, kids, let's go look at some charts.
I drove 29 hours from Wisconsin to come down here, drove it straight through. And on the way down, I was expecting to perhaps be tired somewhere along the way because it's a long drive. And I was up essentially for probably a day and a half, but my mind was just racing all the way down. I had so many things that I wanted to learn. I had so many questions that I wanted to ask. I was so excited about being able to come down here and meet him in person, because he's just a force of nature when you see him on these videos. He's every bit as fun and informative and genuine as you might suspect, and just the whole way down, I was completely engaged in wanting to be here.
I've been watching him for the last 8 months, and of course I was skeptical when I saw his flashes and all that, and then I started watching and seeing what he was doing and I was quite impressed by what he was putting out there, so I had to come and see it.
I came here because I saw Oscar on the internet, of course, joined the chat room, was impressed with his apparent track record, and so I bought the course to learn how to do it myself.
I was learning along the way as in the chat room, things would pop up, and I definitely recognized within a month or two that it was very, very powerful what was going on. It was very, very, there was a lot of possibility. I saw the possibility, but yet I understood within a relatively short period of time that it was very, very difficult for me to do without having the extra additional knowledge about what Oscar does. So that's why I made the decision and was very, very fortunate to be able to come out to this first Omni Camp 2.0, and I'm very, very glad that I did.
I had big expectations regarding his system, and this whole experience just blew my mind. I mean, it over-delivered expectations, for sure.
Why create mediocrity when you can imitate genius? And to me, Oscar is a genius in this business because he's studied it more, he's tested it more, he's tested it with his own money and continues to do that. What better validation could you have?
Okay, traders, emini S&P daily bar chart is the first chart this evening. Don't fall in love with the downside. Remember, we expect dips to be purchased and go back up. Look at this wonderful F flag. Look at how we've been staying towards the upper side of it. And now, if you can see right there, we broke out of it on Monday. Let's see what Tuesday has in store. Looks very, very nice. So that's your emini S&P. Of course, it could always end up turning around and coming back down here somewhere. But so far, that's all that it's done. Once we got through a little bit, but that's all it's done is stay inside that flag. So you got to like the flag for now. Let's move along. This is what your NASDAQ looks like. Not only is this an enormous F flag, that's why I say we're still effing around here, an enormous Oscarism known as the F flag, but inside of this F flag was a smaller F flag, and we broke out of that F flag on Monday. Interesting, right? NASDAQ looks great. So those are the indices. We're going to be buying the dips for trading on Tuesday. Gold. Gold is still underneath our big channel. While it's underneath our channel, we are short-term bearish. So short-term bearish, right? For the gold, while it's under the channel, we get back into the channel and get up here. We'll probably turn bullish again. Hopefully Omni will turn bullish by then. But we are still short-term selling the rallies in gold. And when you look at gold, you also have to look at the sister market, silver. And when you look at silver, now it is starting to fall out of that major channel it's been in. You see it? Now that's starting to go. So silver's starting to join gold. I'm not heavily bearish by any means in either of these markets. We're just playing day by day here. So short-term trading for Tuesday, slightly bearish. And then soybeans, it seems to do dramatic movement off of the 200-bar moving average. You get up to it, big crash. You get up to it, wiggle around, you get over it, big rally. You get down to it, it gets underneath just for one single day. Gets back up. This now looks like an inverted head and shoulders. And I say that's bullish, and we are bullish soybeans. Short-term bullish for now. It may end up being longer term. For now, we're short-term bullish until we see if this actually is an inverted head and shoulders. And if so, then we know we're coming up here somewhere. We'll take it one day at a time, buying dips in soybeans for trading on Tuesday. Traders, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Join me in my free trading room. So, traders, you've seen the charts, and now you've got my technical argument for why we're starting the day off with a green Omni, E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, why we've got short-term selling signals in gold and silver, and why soybeans looks bullish for the onset. This is all trading on Tuesday, August 16th, 2016. Remember, none of this has to happen. Technical analysis is a fine art, not a science. Put your stops in, put them in first in case all of this goes out the window tomorrow. Traders, I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com. Remember, if you're a novice and you want to learn to be a professional analyst, come to livewithoscar.com. Come to Vegas. I will set you straight. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. I know that's not going to be easy for any of us, but one of the best exercises I know of is to say this to myself every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll live with Oscar.com. I'll see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.